In this video, I'm comparing the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G with the Apple iPhone 12. The A32 5G is obviously a 5G phone. It's the cheapest Galaxy Samsung phone out there that you could buy, while the iPhone 12, it is the go-to 5G device if you want an iPhone. The Galaxy A32 was released in 2021 in January, and you can get it for a no contract price, full price at $280, or you could get it on prepaid for around $30 on Metro here in the US. The iPhone 12 has a price tag of $800 and was released in October of 2020. So there's a big price difference between these devices. Overall size of the A32 is 6.4 inches tall, 3 inches wide, 0.36 inches thick. The iPhone 12 is 5.7 inches tall, 2.8 inches wide, 0.29 inches thick. So the overall smaller device is the iPhone 12. Now for the weight, the A32 weighs 7.2 ounces, iPhone 12 5.7 ounces. So more lightweight device is the iPhone 12. Build quality, the A32 is a plastic device, has a glass front, plastic back, plastic body, plastic all around. iPhone 12 with the premium glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. The more premium device is obviously the iPhone 12. A little bonus on the iPhone 12 is that it has an eSIM. That means you could activate service on this device without needing a physical SIM card. This is also used to have two different data services, two different data plans at the same time, and swap them in and out. Great for travelers or just people that want options. A32 5G does not have any dust and water resistance, but the iPhone 12 does. It has IP68 dust and water resistance up to 6 meters underwater for 30 minutes. Now for the screen, there is a big difference. The A32 5G has a 6.5 inch display versus the 6.1 inch display. The A32 has 81% screen to body ratio. iPhone 12 has 86 screen to body ratio. But here it is, the kicker. The resolution on the A32 5G is much lower. It's a 720 display, HD display. The iPhone 12 has a resolution of 1170 by 2532. When you break it down into pixels, the A32 has a very low 270 ppi density. The iPhone 12 has 460 ppi density. So basically anything over 400 is really nice. Anything in the 300s is okay, and under that is the bare minimum. So that's the one big difference between these devices right off the bat. You get a bigger screen on the A32, but the ppi density is very low. For the software, A32 is having Android 11 with Samsung One UI on top. iPhone 12 has the newest iOS 14. You're gonna get maybe some updates on the A32 5G. Hopefully, the iPhone 12 will definitely get several years of updates. Both of these will run all your popular apps, YouTube, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Maps, anything like that. All your popular go-to apps will work. You can get them on both of these devices. It doesn't matter which operating system you have. Although the iPhone 12, you can get iMessage, FaceTime, AirDrop, and iMovie, just to name a few. So you get a special set of apps just found on the iPhone. Processor-wise, the A32 is rocking a MediaTek 720 processor. The iPhone 12 is the A14 Bionic chip. You have a low-end processor on the A32 5G, while you have a state-of-the-art newest A14 Bionic powerful processor, best of the best on the iPhone. You're obviously going to get speedier performance out of the iPhone 12, but for most people, I think they'll be pretty happy with that MediaTek processor with your everyday apps and everyday activities. Now for the internal storage, the A32 has 64 gigs of internal storage as its baseline. Same thing with the iPhone 12, also has 64 gigs of storage. And the A32 also has a micro SD card slot, so you could add storage on the fly. So that's one big advantage on the A32. A $280 device has way more storage options than the iPhone 12, which is around $800. For the RAM, the A32 5G has 4 gigs of RAM, which is more than enough for Android at this category, at this price range. 4 gigs of RAM on the iPhone 12 is way more than enough. iOS uses RAM very efficiently with 4 gigs of RAM. You won't be disappointed with the iPhone 12 and the A32 running apps in the background. Moving on to the camera, the A32 has 4 cameras on the back: 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth. iPhone 12 has 2 cameras: 12 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide. The A32 can shoot video in 4K. The iPhone 12 also can shoot video in 4K. Now, the overall better camera that takes better video and better pictures is the iPhone 12. If you're really into photography and taking videos, the iPhone 12 will not disappoint you. But if you're more of the average person and you just want to take a quick shot here and there, and you don't really need the best of the best cameras, you'll be happy with the shots taken on the A32 5G. At this price point, you'll be satisfied. Selfie camera, the A32 has a 13 megapixel shooter. The iPhone 12 has a 12 megapixel shooter. 1080p video on the A32 selfie, 4K video on the selfie on the iPhone 12. Again, better quality on the iPhone 12 selfie, but you won't be disappointed. You'll be happy with the A32 selfie results. The A32 has a bonus of having a headphone jack, which the iPhone 12 does not. So you can plug in your headphones, your mic, or your aux cord to listen to music in your car, for example. Both of these devices will work definitely good with your wireless devices. They both have Bluetooth 5.0, which will help you connect to your smartwatch, your smart band, your wireless headphones, smart speakers, stuff like that. Depending on your market, the A32 will have NFC, and the iPhone 12 has NFC regardless. And this is basically used for, and mostly used for, payment systems. You got the USB Type-C port on the A32 for charging. You got the Lightning port on the iPhone 12 for charging. The A32 uses the more versatile port because it is used on more devices such as laptops, Chromebooks, MacBooks, Windows PCs, Android tablets, iPads, stuff like that. The unlocking and security on these devices. So you get a side-mounted fingerprint reader on the A32 versus the Face ID on the iPhone 12. Both ways are reliable ways to unlock your device. Last but not least, the battery. The A32 has an impressive big 5,000 milliamp battery. The iPhone 12 has a 2,815 milliamp battery, basically 2,800. And they both offer fast charging. You got 15 watts on the A32, 20 watts on the iPhone 12, so you could charge the iPhone 12 to 50% in 30 minutes. It also has magnetic charging as well with MagSafe. Now, this is one of the impressive points of the A32, that 5,000 milliamp battery. Since both of these phones are running 5G, they should be able to have good battery life. And I'm happy to say that the 5G at the lower price point has a very impressive battery. It's very impressive having 5,000 milliamp. I think that's the bare minimum a 5G phone should have, and this one has it at a low price point. But the iPhone 12 also has great battery life to last you most of the day, if not the whole day. And since you have fast charging on both of these, you shouldn't have any problem having these phones turned on. So what are my conclusions after the specs on these devices and which one is better? Well, both of these phones have a lot of things going on for them. First of all, the price on the A32 is very good, a very low price point, especially at $30. You get a lot of value with that if you get it on prepaid with Metro, for example. It has a big battery. It has a headphone jack, micro SD card slot. It has the same amount of internal storage, baseline 64 gigs, as the iPhone 12. Now, the iPhone 12 is your go-to device if you are in the Apple ecosystem. You can get iMessage, FaceTime, AirDrop, iMovie, just to name a few. Has a very top-of-the-line flagship camera system, great videos, great pictures, and you're gonna get several years of steady updates. And with this phone will last you a lot. So at the end of the day, it depends on your preference. Do you want a cheap Android that gives you lots of value for the money, or do you want a flagship iPhone that will last you for years and it has Apple only software? Take your pick. Let me know in the comments below. You could also let me know on Twitter or on Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.